Travel is delightful, even when we're just admiring the scenery. But it shines even brighter when we discover the stories within it. In Ulju, the breath of nature flows together with tales from long ago. Among the mountains and the wind, and within the traces of time shaped by human hands, I've found the stories hidden in Ulju's beautiful landscapes, and I want to share them with you. The first place I visited was Seoknamsa Temple, nestled beneath the gentle slopes of Mount Gaji. It was founded in the year 824 by the monk Doi, who built it with a sincere wish to protect the nation. From the entrance to the temple, the path is lined with dense trees, where the sounds of rustling leaves and flowing water blend softly together. As the gate of Seoknamsa opens, the three-story stupa of Buddha's relics comes into view. And just beyond it, the main hall, Daewungjeon, rests in silence. Further inside, a small yet graceful three-story stone pagoda awaits. Standing before it, a quiet sense of peace fills my heart. As I stayed for a while in the gentle embrace of the mountains, I felt my heart become lighter. The next place I visited was the Paraiso Waterfall. It sits at the end of a deep valley, between Mount Ganwol and Mount Sinbul. The trail leading there is gentle, about a 20-minute walk uphill. Surrounded by dense forest and the soft sound of running water, each step fills me with quiet anticipation. And finally, through the trees, the waterfall comes into view. Hidden among the woods, it feels like a secret jewel of the forest. Amid the trees painted in autumn colors, I find myself standing before nature's wonder, taking a quiet breath in awe. Hidden deep within the forest, the waterfall glimmers softly in the light of the season. The next place I visited was Seonbawi Rock. Rising above the Baegryong Pool along the upper reaches of the Taihua River, it stands tall and proud, as if carved by the hands of nature itself. Shaped over countless years by wind and water, this great rock is a true masterpiece of time. On the hillside, just behind Seonbawi Rock, lies a small temple called Seonamsa. Though modest in size, its harmony with the surrounding rocks and nature is truly beautiful. Just beside Seonbawi Rock, following the flow of the Taihua River, along the river stands the Taihwagang Eco Center, a place that holds the life and stories of the river. It is a space that captures the nature and ecology of the Taihwagang River and the living energy that flows through its gentle currents. Stepping inside, rows of aquariums unfold before the eyes, each filled with the living creatures of the Taihwagang River. It's a place where anyone can come and enjoy nature. In the town of Eonyang stands the historic Eonyang Fortress. Originally built from earth, it was later reconstructed in 1500 with stone, forming a flatland fortress that still carries the traces of its past. Parts of the wall remain to this day, quietly reminding us of the time when it embraced the old village within. Now, surrounded by homes and everyday life, the fortress stands as a living link between the past and the present. This time I came to see the Bangude petroglyphs. Before heading to the site, I stopped by the Bangude Petroglyph Museum near the entrance. There I learned about the history and meaning of the carvings, and the traces of life they hold within the stone. The Bangude petroglyphs, created about 7,000 years ago, depict whales, deer, and ancient hunting scenes, a vivid record of the time when humans and nature lived side by side. What struck me most was knowing that in 2025, this place was inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now, I set out to see the petroglyphs myself. The path, across stone bridges, wooden decks, and a quiet bamboo grove, is beautiful in every step. And finally, the ancient carvings reveal themselves before my eyes, holding the stories of thousands of years. In that moment, I'm filled with a sense of awe beyond words. Entering Owegosen Ongi village in Ulju, countless earthenware jars line the streets, catching the eye first. From playful jars shaped with smiling faces to those with a calm traditional beauty. The entire village feels like an open-air gallery of clay and fire. Inside the Ongi Museum, the long history and spirit of Ogosen's pottery can be felt up close. Each display tells the story of how these jars were crafted and how the touch of artisans has endured through time. Within the village stands the Ulju Folk Museum, a place that reflects the lives and dedication of those who have preserved the region's local culture. Generations of skill and care have been passed down by their hands, holding the timeless story of this land within each piece. As the red light crosses the horizon, the first morning on the Korean peninsula paints Gyeonggi-olget in its glow. A little further down the path, a big red mailbox catches your eye, a symbol of wishes and hope. It stands quietly as if carrying the heartfelt dreams of everyone who visits this place. Inside the park, enormous pieces of junk art made from recycled metal and discarded materials fill the space. What was once thrown away has been reborn through art, given new life and meaning. Watching the endless sea and the rising red sun, I find myself reflecting on this journey through Ulju. The stillness of the mountains, the warmth of the village, and the gentle embrace of the sea, each moment lingers quietly in my heart. Perhaps this memory will stay for a long, long time.